Welcome back to round number 2, Tuesday Night Modern here on Top Deck Productions. We're broadcasting live from GameSwap Mason.
What kind of modern is it? What kind of modern action?
Hot modern action.
Hot modern action!
The hottest of the modern action. I'm the affable Taylor Gunn next to the excited John Douglas.
We are the Hot Boys.
The Hot Boys?
The Hot Boys.
We better watch out for the anti-Hot Boys.
You gotta watch out for the anti-Hot Boys. Especially when you're rolling this deep in hot modern action. How do you feel about Bant Spirits versus humans?
I think I love a good tribal on tribal matchup.
Okay.
I just think that's like a very flavorful part of Magic, with two tribes battling it out. The humans and the spirits. Normally these tribes probably play well together.
Yeah, they're besties.
Yeah, besties.
Like the Geists and the Thalias.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, talk about a great reprint for Masters 25. That Thalia reprint.
Talk about a great plant and having Craig Wesco write the article about it.
Can't beat it.
Can't beat it. Might as well join it.
Craig Wesco's like, let me tell you about my best friend. Here's an Aether Vial powered out by a Cavern of Souls.
Optimal turn 1 play for this human deck.
Just a masterful turn 1 play.
Brent Rogers could not have drawn up a better hand.
I don't know, this humans deck's pretty sweet.
It is a good one.
It's got so much diversity amongst the cards.
That's an unclaimed territory, isn't it?
Yep, I'll bet you it names humans.
Really?
I'd be willing to bet.
You think?
Yeah.
Woo. Sometimes they name illusions.
They do sometimes name illusions.
Or a illusion, sorry.
Illusion.
How about a turn 2
Thalia's
Lieutenant?
Lieutenant. Isn't that normally one that you vial in?
I think we did this backwards, but that's fine.
You wanted 2 2/2s.
Counter.
Instead of a 3/3 and a 1/1. See, I would have been on Freebooter there. I think he has a Freebooter in his hand.
No, I think you want Freebooter closer to the Collected Company turn if he realizes or if he knows what Luke's playing.
So I would much rather have a situation where I could vial in the Lieutenant on like an attacking turn.
Correct.
You know, as a combat trick. I think Modern.
So next turn he gets the Freebooter Meddling Mage combo.
So I think Modern. Are we just interrupting each other tonight? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, you're.
Oh, big energy tonight, big energy.
You were waxing on about what you think about Modern in the whole, and I'm speaking in this microcosm right now. So I want to bring it back down a little bit.
No problem. A fetch land from Luke.
How do you feel about Modern?
So I think Modern in general is a go wide format.
Counter on Aether Vial.
Because of how good the spot removal is.
Yeah, I can see that.
So like any one given creature is not going to be as amazing as being able to
Seachrome Coast.
You know, mount two or three really viable threats. Brent giving it a think.
A good old think. Listen here, Brent. You're playing humans. You are a human. You can't get any more in tune with this deck. Just throw out your fatties and jam them in the red zone. Let's go.
Does this mean if I'm playing werewolves, I can wear my werewolf costume and be more in tune with my deck?
You should. You'd be a fool not to.
They don't have the deck for my persona, so. Here's a champion of the parish and an attack for 6.
A couple trained Armadons bashing in.
Or some Nessian cursors.
Yeah, you gotta watch out for those cursors. Especially from Nessia.
So, here's how far we've come. Trained Armadon from Tempest. It's a 3/3 for 1 and 2 green.
Right.
In the most recent set, we have a 3/4 for 1 and 2 green that also has an activated ability.
That's true.
Welcome to the creep.
An activated ability that you don't actually have to tap him for. You can activate it turning it into play.
Yeah, that card's super good.
It's a good one. Also does not see any play in Constructed.
Which boggles the mind. We're better than that card?
Yeah. What are you doing, Brent? Leaving mana open on the table. Come on.
Oh, is this his draw step?
Oh, man. He's going to nab that Steel the Godhead. You got to get the Steel, boy.
You take the Collected Company.
You can't even cast the Collected Company, and you could have him dead next turn. But now he's got this Steel of the Godhead, and he's got this big old lifelinker.
We're probably going to need that one brought up. That was the one draft format I missed.
It's lifelink and can't be blocked.
Okay.
And +1/+1 for each color.
Oh, okay, so it doesn't care if it's blue or white.
If it's blue, it gets +1/+1 unblockable. If it's white, it gets +1/+1 lifelink.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I knew that was the cycle, is that they had the hybrid mana, and then they got bonuses depending on what color the enchanted creature was. I guess we're not going to bring that one up, because the Spotter Monkey's slacking.
He's out there.
Or he just knew what Steel of the Godhead did and assume everybody knows that card.
Just being a bad human being.
Or
just a terrible person.
Or playing Hearthstone. We don't care, man. The audience needs to see it.
They need to know. They don't actually need to know anymore. It's too late.
It's too late, baby. Now it's too late.
It is.
In a real do.
So you play Meddling Mage. See if he lets it resolve, and then you name the Indestructible Spirit. And if he doesn't let it resolve, then you name something else.
Bad is that art?
That was good art for that set. That set was garbage. Garbage art, garbage set. Back to the drawing board, Jason Chan. Actually, I like a lot of Jason Chan's work.
That Kithkin is like totally out of proportion, and
so here's something that Brent did, which I don't agree with.
Okay.
He cast Meddling Mage instead of vialing it in.
Okay.
If you vial it in, they have to respond to the vial trigger.
Oh, without knowing?
Right. What did he name with the Meddling Mage?
Who knows? And why didn't we activate this vial on an attack? Why?
We want to give Luke all the information to get a real fighting chance.
Named Geist of St. Traft.
He just said named Geist. There's like a dozen Geists in this deck.
It really is. You could name it Bant Geists.
In fact, let's go ahead and rename it.
We got Bant Geists versus humans.
I don't know why he named Shriekgeist with the Meddling Mage. That seems like a weird one.
Yeah, or Sturmgeist.
Yeah, Sturmgeist. Unreasonable.
That doesn't. Yeah, that's not a reasonable.
I don't think that's what Luke's playing.
It fits the creature type that Luke is playing, but not the curve really. So where are you at on this humans deck? Is it a benefit to the modern metagame, or do you think it detracts from the modern metagame?
I think it's the result of a factor in the modern metagame that is a not positive thing. But I think the deck itself is capitalizing on that and not the cause of it.
Okay. What is that factor? Do you want to elaborate on that?
It favors these very aggressive linear decks that have a lot of pieces that are easily replaceable. Like, it's very linear, but it's not reliant on like a cranial plating or an Arcbound Ravager.
Okay.
Or a creature with infect.
Right.
All of its cards do about the same thing.
Roughly the same thing.
Put their pants on 2 legs at a time because they're so happy to hop into action. And
they're humans, so they have 2 legs.
And they're humans, so they have 2 legs, and they just crash into the battlefield.
They're not like Naga Shaman. They have just one leg.
1 leg.
Or do they have 1 leg or just a really long neck?
No comment.
The Naga Shaman are the creatures that are, I guess I would characterize them as snake people.
Yes, they are snake people.
Okay. Sentient snake beings. See, now, if Brent makes this attack without activating the vial,
Right.
it makes Luke's blocks just relatively impossible.
Yeah. Does he have a creature? Does he not have a creature? You have to play around him having
Is
a
it,
creature.
you have to play around him having the lieutenant
Oh, yeah,
as
absolutely.
the specific violin card?
I don't think you can play around that, though, is the problem.
You can't?
No.
Okay. Yeah, you just gotta take it on the chin.
All right, so we have one dead champion of the parish.
Not sure why we left back the freebooter. I guess it didn't matter.
Yeah, he doesn't want to give him this
Collect the company
I guess.
back, right?
Still seems
But
pretty
even
loose.
if he wants to collect the company back, he's got to take one of the other big guys.
Right.
So that puts him, I think, to dead. Was the second champion like a 4/4? Could he gone to 1? Playing the collected company to try and, come back into the game.
All right, just passing the turn back. We're going to need to draw 2 cards here with a Bob. Take 0 and draw another land, I believe. But we get a redraw with this Horizon Canopy.
Yep.
Here's the rebuy.
Horizon Canopy gives us another opportunity.
Another land.
An Ancient Ziggurat.
So this does happen, and we saw it at the Pro Tour, where this deck kind of stalls out at times.
Uh-huh.
I think he's got a big enough lead right now to where he can just kind of jam everybody and get through. I don't know why he's not attacking.
I mean, he could theoretically have collected company, but then he has to hit twice. And you have to have nothing.
Yeah.
And even if he collected companies and hits twice here, this outcome's not good for him.
All right, so we have all these spirits.
Yeah, super spiritual.
We've got
Luke
a
is
total
just
of
hanging on here.
5, 6, 7, 8 power on the board, so we can get down one of these creatures. I don't think we can get down... Yeah, we can get down one of the creatures and save all of our guys. But then you're taking 6. So that... Okay, there you go. So now we got the block sack. We get to kill the Thalia's lieutenant. We get to save all the rest of our guys.
Oh, okay, because the...
Mausoleum Wanderers are bigger because they got pumped by spirits entering a battlefield.
Yep. That's a worthwhile endeavor, I guess. See, if he would have alphaed the turn before this one, and then alphaed again, he would have won the game.
Well, if he would have alphaed the turn before this one, he probably would have gotten collected company on this one, but... Yeah, not...
We basically got collected company there, because Luke put 2 creatures into play.
Sure.
So it was like the same outcome, because everybody's blocking. We're blocking.
We've effectively run Luke out of resources, though.
Yeah.
Here's a Steel of the Godhead to make my monster grow.
Yep, so he's going to get +1 and unblockable. Much rather have that on a Geist of St. Traft.
Well, that's good.
Well, there you go. A Thalia, or Reflector Mage.
Thalia was the other draw?
Yeah.
Solid.
Yeah, it's you just Reflector Mage back the enchanted creature and attack with everything.
He has potential 1 mana open, so you could just hold on to Thalia with the Aether Vial, in case he pops his fetch. I guess he doesn't have any cards, so you're not worried about anything here.
Tapping with Authority.
Yeah, just flip those things all the way around. Man, Brent, very excited to get that thing off the board.
Yep. There's a Thalia getting put into play in the main phase.
Because why not?
Right?
Sell out all these. Please turn your guy sideways. No, no, don't do this.
Oh no, baby, what is you doing?
Don't do this. Turn the rest of them.
Get them all. So he gets the attack for
You can
two,
hold back
three,
the freebooter. That's
four.
fine.
No, screw the freebooter.
The
If he
freebooter's
blocks
not going to kill him.
If he blocks the freebooter, he goes to 1.
Right, then he gets
And then he
collecting
can't.
company
Then he
and
can't sack the fetch land to collect the company. He has to hit a land specifically.
And he has 4 already. Oh, I guess you have the Thalia.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's loose. Come on.
This is why people need to play more limited. So this is like a limited situation right here, where like you've got kind of a messy board with like a lot of creatures on it, and like you have to be able to like think through these situations and parse down like what the good attacks are, especially over the course of 3 or 4 turns. Like
Luke is
Brent
being aggressive with these fetches.
Brent has not properly leveraged the fact that he got ahead early in the game.
All right, so Luke going down.
I mean, he could be waltzing into, you know, any number of.
We can't actually do that, so we'll just assume he conceded.
Into like, you know, any Wrath would have done it there.
Yeah,
You know,
anything.
like Brent just was like giving him all the chances.
Yeah, even if he draws.
So he wins the game. I mean, I don't know that he played optimally, but you know, he played well enough to win the game. And I get playing conservative, but
this is not the deck for you if you want to play conservative. I'll tell
no,
you that
no,
right
it's for attacking.
Yeah, this deck is for attacking.
And the thing he needs to realize is that Aether Vial is not a mana fixing card in this deck. It produces an instant for you,
Which is a big old deal.
it's a huge deal. For Thalia's Lieutenant,
That's one huge deal.
That's a huge deal. For Thalia's Lieutenant to be an instant, it makes the biggest difference in the world.
Biggest difference.
The biggest.
The biggest.
To be able to Reflector Mage as an instant, like mess up all their, you know,
Oh, yeah.
you're an attacking deck, so like that's the other thing is that like you have to, you're not part of attacking is blocking because you have to figure out how they're blocking you, and then you have to be able to figure out, okay, what are his optimal blocks? What's he gonna play if he plays around this card? How do I, you know, do I still gain enough advantage by playing the card he's playing around? Because sometimes you just can't play around the cards. That's the benefit of attacking.
Right.
Is that like it puts the pressure on your opponent to like not to like, you know, decide what's in your hand at a shorter period of time than they would like to.
Absolutely.
And so sometimes they just can't play around the card, and they're gonna get blown out by it. Or you just, you know, you're just a better Magic player than them, and they're not gonna play around the card, and you have it, and you know. That's something too.
That is definitely something too. And we all remember how bad Reflector Mage was without the collecting company.
Yeah.
We were all just, I mean, it wasn't bad, but like significantly worse.
Right.
So everyone was astonished when it actually got banned. But most of that's just because you're able to play at an instant speed. When you play a card like that at instant speed that has an immediate and powerful impact on the board, infinitely better.
Yeah. That being said, attacking into a player that's better than you is one of the more scary things in Magic the Gathering. Because you're making them have it, but like I feel like they can always think like one level deeper than you about things.
Right.
And so like I just when they block in a way I didn't expect, and then I realized what they had in their hand, I'm just like, wow, that sucks. I guess I'm an idiot.
Well, I'm just completely blown out.
Yeah. So sometimes that happens. I usually, you know, I'll take my time if I'm in a weird situation, but... Whoa!
And what a weird situation we find ourselves in. with going into minute 4 of this sideboarding
situation. But we're all learning. We're all adapting to this game.
Are we?
I still am. And I've been in for 20 years now.
20 golden years.
Really 21. I don't remember. It was the summertime when I started playing Magic. I know that much. So yeah. Still adapting, still learning.
Back
What keeps
when
us
the men
coming
were
back.
men, and the boys were men.
The packs for $3.
All those $3 packs.
And like every rare was worth like $4 to $5. Not every rare, but
Not
like
everywhere.
but like there was definitely more $5 rares and less like rares were 10, 20. I remember like when Curse Scroll got to like $20.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
And we were just like, oh my god, this is a $20 card. That's crazy. And then Arcbound Ravager got to $50, and we were like, holy smokes. And then Tarmogoyf got to $100.
Yep.
And that was ridiculous in standard. And then, do you remember what happened next?
After Goyf, Jace.
Jace the Mind Sculptor got to $150 in the standard deck.
Yeah.
And it was just like, well, I guess there's no ceiling anymore.
Right.
Luckily, things have calmed down. I don't think we haven't had anything over $50 in the Mythic category here in a while, have we?
No. Chandra was very briefly.
Yeah, I had a little shitter moment in the sun there.
Kaiser SC in chat thinks that the Steel of Godhead art is sweet.
I just think the Kithkin is drawn poorly.
Okay.
I think the sword is pretty sweet.
The Scarab God never hit over 50.
Scarab God never hit 50.
It was around 40 for a long time, dipped around 30, and then back up to 40-ish.
Yeah, we're at 30 on Rekindling Phoenixes.
Yeah, which is absurd to me.
There's more cards worth a lot of money. But, like, you know, you can get other very powerful rares at $1, $2.
Absolutely.
Your value's in the mythics. Alright. What do you got, Luke?
Luke's got a Path. He's got a Geist. Brent doesn't have an Aether Vial. So he has a lot more staying power this game.
He didn't really have a 1-drop, which doesn't enthrall me.
Oh, he has a Noble Hierarch.
Well, we drew a Noble Hierarch now.
You definitely got to play out this Thalia, right?
Yeah, this card's pretty important.
Oh, free boot. I don't know why
we're gonna find out.
Now, but
we're gonna find out what Luke's all about. Did you like that Canadian joke there?
that was hilarious.
Hilarious.
All right, so you're going to be facing out a Geist next turn.
Yeah,
It's
and
going
then
to have unblockable and lifelink the turn after, unless you do something about the Steel of the Godhead. But you've got to free boot the Path, otherwise he's just going to path the...
free boot.
Yeah, but that might not be bad. I don't know what's in his hand. If that lets you get enough threats on the board, like the freebooter's not going to do much damage.
Right.
Yes, Jace Vryn's Prodigy hit over 50.
Did it?
Yeah. 80 is what the chat has come up with as the number.
Okay.
The number is definitely over 50.
Shoulda shipped those while I had the chance.
Absolutely. And now
Not
they're
mad about
mine.
it. Played a lot of that card.
Now they're mine.
All but one of them. All but one of them. Should I tell that story or should I? Okay, we won't tell that story. John doesn't like me to have fond memories of the past.
No. I want you to look forward to the future.
It's talk about a challenge in my world. Looking forward to the future is just not something I'm very good at. Not a good planner. I don't have an IRA.
And here we'll see a Geist.
Razor Verge ticket.
Here's the Geist.
Here's the Ghost of St. Traft. Brent can really counter strong here with Athalia.
I don't know that really counters strong.
No, it blocks the Geist. You're going to take one hit in the air.
He has the Seal of the God set head in hand.
Oh, sure.
And that on a Geist is pretty much a good game. So you're going to have 5 hexproof unblockable lifelink damage coming every turn?
Yeah.
That's a lot
along
to
with the
overcome.
flying.
Right. Yeah, I mean,
Angel?
you could technically block the Flying Angel, but you're not gonna.
Five. I count 4. It gets +2/+2. It's a 2
sorry.
naturally.
Yes, 4. Steel of the Godhead. This is gonna be gross.
Yep.
I don't
Yeah,
know
you're
why
not going to
he's gotta
keep up
read
with
it
this.
now.
You're not going to keep up with this.
This is why Thalion 2 is such a better play.
Yeah. You're going to take 8, and he's going to gain 4, so it's going to be 12 to 22. Good luck.
Yeah. Good luck coming back from that one. So what gets him out of this? No human edict effects that I know of.
See, I would play this other Thalia just for style points here.
Yeah, the dual Thalias.
Dueling Thalias, everything costs 1 more. Your creatures enter tapped.
Lands enter tapped. That card's a house against fetch lands.
Absolutely.
If he would have gone turn 2 Thalia, turn 3 other Thalia, he would not be in this situation.
No?
No.
To turn 2 Thalia, still gives him Luke a turn 3 Geist.
It does it? Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
But turn 3 other Thalia means it is non-basic center of the battlefield tapped, right?
Right. And so that he plays another non-basic tapped, and Luke plays Steel of the Godhead.
Well, it costs 4 now because of other Thalia.
OG Thalia, oh, sure. So he would have been a turn behind on this setup.
That's a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the pace here is what's going to destroy Brent.
Yeah, the
If he had
pacing.
another couple turns to set up before he was under all this pressure, then he'd be much better off.
This is why Magic is such a great game. Like, to have a game in which, you know, to us this looks like just a blowout. But here you've pointed out a line that takes into an account pacing, which is something you don't often think about in Magic,
Right.
but can matter a whole bunch in the game while the game's being conducted. Stuff like that just really makes me think of what a beautiful situation this game is.
We've got a Mantis Rider in hand.
Yeah.
Talk
So
about
this
a
means
beautiful situation.
we can come across for 6, which is no 8, but it's something. So if we were to Mantis Rider, and then if he has a Thalia's Lieutenant here,
Yeah, Thalia's Lieutenant would be
would
a big deal.
make it, yeah, it would let us come across for 9, which you could try and keep up, because the Mantis Rider has Vigilance, so it could block the Angel on the last attack,
Right.
like the last possible attack.
Well, I think this is like you have to block here.
Yeah, you can't go to 3.
Right, because he just has an unblockable 4 damage a turn.
Right.
Here's
Oh,
4.
you're gonna go to 3. I guess we didn't do that math. That's okay. Maybe he thinks he has to. So Luke took 6 there, so he went to.
No, he took 8.
On Brent's attack.
Oh, no, sorry. Yeah, Luke took 6 on Brent's attack. Brent just took 8 on Luke's attack.
Yeah, so he's at 3.
This is what happens when you don't have shirts with your name on them.
Yeah, we don't know who's who. We do. They're marked.
They are marked.
The spotter monkey marked them for us.
What a good spotter monkey. The draw there is meddling mage. That's not going to help you much here.
Nope. Unless you wanted a meddling mage Path of Exile, and then use freebooter as a blocker for the angel.
I like that, but you're not a high
But you're
enough
not.
total
Yeah,
to
you're
take
not
the
gonna.
goose hit.
Yeah, the goose is gonna.
The goose
Oh,
is
here's
loose.
this collected company I still have.
I still had all these cards in my hand.
Because I only needed these 2 to win this game. Brr.
Way to block, you dummy. You should just block the goose.
Block that goose. Yeah, humans deck. We saw its weakness there. Apparently, Steel the Godhead is just.
So I think the weakness there was sequencing.
Yeah, the sequencing mattered.
I think he kept a bad one.
Okay.
Kept a very non-aggressive hand.
Right. Not having a turn 1 was awkward there.
Yeah, I think he kept it because he had Thalia, but you have to realize that Thalia's there to, like, supplementally disrupt Luke. He's not. That's not your game plan. Your deck doesn't revolve around Thalia now.
Right.
Your deck is still a very aggressive deck, and you need to get those fellas in the red zone.
The fellas.
Get them. Get there, fellas.
Come here, pallies.
They're not pals.
No.
No.
I'm not your pal, buddy.
I'm not doing this.
Okay. Humans back on the play, though, for Game 3.
Back on the play is a big deal. Potentially having a 1-drop is a big deal.
Yeah, that's where you want to be.
Mulliganing aggressively is a big deal.
It's a big deal. So I think his 1-drops are Champion of the Parish,
Aether Vial.
Aether Vial, and Hierarch. Okay. Not playing my favorite human, which is
An ooze.
an ooze. What's I can't even think.
Experiment 1.
Experiment 1.
Yeah,
It's a
just
human
doesn't
ooze.
grow in this deck.
Correct. It has a hard time growing past 3/3. You can get it to 3, but that's it.
Yeah, that's.
You're not getting it to 4.
It's kind of embarrassing for.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
For a human.
How
many people are here? 20 or so? I think
Yeah,
it
we
was
had
20, 21, something like that.
Yeah, we had 10 tables tonight. But that doesn't account the store employees, me and the handsome John Douglas, the spotter monkey out
We've got
there.
some stream runners. We've got some people in the back doing who knows what.
Yeah,
people
we've
out
got
there
some
playing board
D&D
games.
players. We got some board gamers.
Yeah.
So there's other people here
There are other people here.
not playing Modern. But Brent's playing Modern. Cavern of Souls into Noble Hierarch. That's a very modern start.
It is. That's good. I like it. Kaiser SC says Kithkins are also weird. They're like halflings. Of course they have weird proportions. That's a really good point, Jason Chan. Your art is much better in retrospect. I'm sorry for disrespecting your style.
Interesting. I don't know. Yeah, halflings are interesting.
Yeah.
So like average human, 5'10", right? Average man, 5'8", 5'10", somewhere in that range.
I think you're really lowering it for your own standards there, buddy.
How tall is the average man?
He's like 5'7". I was just giving you shit.
Okay. All right. So I'm only an inch below the average?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't feel so bad anymore. So half of that makes him like 3'1".
That is
No,
not how
no.
math works.
I did half of 5 feet. Is 2.5 feet, so 2 feet 6 inches plus. Oh, so it's like makes him like 2'9".
Right. Almost 3 feet. They're pretty short.
That's even smaller than like a little person.
In many cases, yeah.
I mean, that might be. That has to be smaller than the smallest human.
I don't think it is. I think the smallest human was like 2'4". Over under smallest human 2'6". We'll set it at. Place your bets in chat.
Smallest human alive?
Ever. I think the person I'm thinking of is still alive though.
21.5 inches.
Yikes.
Yeah, that makes him like a 1'9".
Smallest adult human.
No,
Yes,
that's
you should
adult.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chandra Dangi from Nepal.
Wow.
Met the met the tallest human at 8'9" in London for the 10th annual Guinness World Records Day.
Oh.
I'm sure that was a photograph.
Yeah. So, Brent has developed a little bit of a board in playing a champion of the parish and kitesail freebooter and crashing for 2 before getting blown out by this Path of Exile. I say blown out, but not really that much of a blowout.
Yeah, it didn't really destroy his board position. So we've got a Thalia.
I want to put out Big Thalia right now.
You want the big girl down?
I want to put the big girl down. His deck is based on flashing in creatures.
Okay.
And if those creatures come into play tapped,
A lot less effective.
oh boy, that's embarrassing.
Yeah, you've already looked at his hand on turn 2.
Right. So you know about
And
this.
You've
These Geists.
and you've eaten up a removal spell.
There you go.
So you attack in for 2 with your 2/3 flyer here.
Yep.
Because blocking with a 1/2 is much worse.
Indeed. And next turn, you're going to be able to Mantis Rider and attack with Thalia and Mantis Rider, and that is right where you want to be.
Yeah, Mantis Rider's a sweet card. Yeah, he's stuck on 2 lands. It's highly unfortunate.
Well, I mean, kind of.
What do you mean, kind of?
So he's mono 2 drops. Stuck on two lands isn't the end of the world. And I mean, he kept a hand with 2 lands and a collecting company. Like, it happens.
Okay. Alright, ride the Mantis.
Yeah, let's get that Mantis in there.
What are we doing? Oh, here's the nature pile.
Alright, I mean, if you were going to do anything with that mana anyway, that's fine.
Let's ride the Mantis.
Ride him! Crash in for 6 here. This is a little bit dangerous. So what Luke can do is play the Indestructible Spirit, block
Selfless Spirit coming down here.
Spirit. So he can block the Thalia and then sack the Selfless Spirit to beat first strike.
Yep.
And that's what he does.
Takes 3 in the process, but we've overcome a pretty big roadblock to our game plan.
A huge roadblock.
And here's a basic land. Important.
Definitely want the 3rd basic. He's got a Drogsaw Captain in hand.
Yeah, we saw this last week where he was trying to create the Drug Skull Captain image combo,
right.
And that did not ever manifest itself completely for him. He chooses Drug Skull Captain here anyway.
Alright, so just a 2/2.
There's another guy. I don't understand why this came down in the main phase.
Well, you might have done it before or after blocks, before damage.
Sure.
I think he has another Mantis Rider in hand.
So Brent is still at 20, or is that right, Spotter Monkey?
I believe he's at 18.
Or is he at 17? When did that happen?
17. There
17,
we go.
okay, so that was before damage.
Here's another Thalia.
Flashes that in there.
So we're on the Thalia's Lieutenant. This is a big draw.
Yep. That's an important one to hit there. As it lets the freebooter overcome this 2/2 flyer.
Let's attack.
Produces additional damage.
It's a 2/2. Attack with everything that you can, which is just 2 creatures, but still.
Yep. No,
get him in the red zone. Let's go.
Yeah, here's the thing. if Brett lets himself fall behind this game, I'm afraid he won't make it back.
That Thalia is
Because
very, very much not able to attack.
no, the Thalia is new, so fresh and so clean. There we go. So just the 2 flyers.
Just the 2 of us.
You and I. Such a sweet relationship.
Between Will and Jaden Smith.
Yeah. That kid came out weird.
Very weird. You're not wrong.
I'm sure he's a nice guy.
I'm sure he's a weird guy.
Did
Alright,
you
so
see?
if Luke takes this, he's going down to 5, and that is not good for this swing back.
All right.
No
Yeah,
blocks.
Luke has to take it. I mean, he can't effectively block, right?
Yeah, there's no effective blocks. Oh, draws a path. Path could be big here, but you're not going to be able to path and play
Another.
creature because of the Thalia.
I would be very interested in playing a Selfless Spirit as an instant
Yes.
after Luke attacks. And that way you can do some blocking that lets you trade off. So say Luke attacks with everybody. You can block Rattle Chains on the Freebooter, Drogskull on the Thalia, and Selfless Spirit on the Mantis Rider, sacking the Selfless Spirit, killing the Freebooter and the Thalia.
Well, you don't actually get to kill the freebooter.
Yeah, you do.
2/3.
Well, your Drogskull captain is pumping your
Sure.
guy.
Pumping the old fellas.
So then you get to kill 2 creatures.
So it might throw this. A wrench in this plan is the Reflector Mage in Brent's hand.
Sure. Oh, doesn't it give all the spirits hexproof?
What?
The Drogskull captain.
Gives other spirits hexproof.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's a Mantis Rider. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay, so this changes things a little bit.
Alright, so we're going to respond by pathing.
Yeah, this isn't going to do anything really great for us. You would still be able to block to kill the Thalia, but you would be taking damage elsewhere. 2, 4. You'd be going to 1, but you would kill Thalia, which is important.
For what?
So say Luke does not path here.
Yeah. And
Because
plays
pathing
the
here is
Selfless
it plays a Self Spirit. Rattle Chains blocks Mantis Rider, or Rattle Chains blocks the unpumped Mantis Rider. The
Drogskull Captain.
Drogskull Captain blocks Thalia, and the Selfless Spirit blocks the pumped Mantis Rider. And so then Rattle Chains gets to trade out with the Mantis Rider, or gets to kill its Mantis Rider. Drogskull Captain kills Thalia, and you take 2, 4. 2 from the Thalia's Lieutenant and 2 from the Freebooter. And so you go to 1, you keep 2 guys alive, and you've taken the Thalia off the board.
Now in this case, he still has to block the 2 Mantis Riders, and he's just going to take 1, 2, 3, 4 still.
Yeah.
And you killed the Thalia.
So in my case, you have Path still in hand.
And next turn, yeah, you can path and play
Or
out
next
another
turn,
Selfless Spirit.
And if you draw a land, you can Collected Company.
Sure.
Well, you can't play Path and Self Spirit. You only have 1 white
Oh, he also
source.
gets to attack with his Noble Hierarch. We didn't even see that.
Oh, sure, that would have killed him. Yeah, he's dead.
Let's see.
If Brent
Can he turn them all
does
sideways?
some combat math here, he's dead.
Does he turn them all sideways? Reach out for the Hierarch. Go over to the Hierarch. Turn him. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, there it is. I
Found
think we got him.
Figured out.
You gotta block the big ones.
Turn all your guys sideways in the aggressive deck. Get him in there. Get him in there.
Yeah, there's no blue or green spell that helps you out here.
Unsummon 1 time. Vapor snag you. Hey, that's cheating.
That's the game.
That's the whole game.
Yeah, we saw there how Thalia helped pressure all of Luke's comeback cards out of the game, is what happened there.
But it was important to get on board and pressure Luke's life total first. Otherwise, like, he doesn't have to come back. It's irrelevant.
Right.
So,
very interesting.
Got a couple minutes here in round 2.
You guys go stretch your legs, take a potty break.
Don't do that.
Don't hold it. It's bad for you.
Hold it. It makes you a stronger man.
Oh, jeez. All right. We'll be back.
Been hold it since puberty.